Hello, hola, bonjour, hey, hey, y'all. Pura vida. My name is Merc. Can you hear me? Wait for the chat to catch up. Oh, you can hear me. Excellent. How you doing? It's Sunday. It's Sunday. Hey, chill stream on a Sunday. Look, I'm a mess. I tied my hair up. So I said, I think we can probably just relax and have some fun tonight because I don't suspect we'll get as many, we never get that many people for the cooking streams because only the really best people show up. So, I just thought it would be appropriate. Beck says cute bun. Vanessa says messy bun for messy fun. I just thought it would be appropriate to be in the kitchen. I didn't want anybody to come up. My hair's not really that long, but And I wore my apron to look ever so professional. In case you didn't know, I actually am a chef. I was a chef for more years than I care to admit. I have my Red Seal qualifications, but in pastry. But a chef's life is, if you're a pastry chef, you got to cook because you can't always find a job as a pastry chef. So, Banana Hanos, I can't see very well from here. Sorry, the chat. I'm excited for this. My boyfriend lived in Peru for a while and has been wanting ceviche. Well, let's learn. It's real easy. You can learn this, and hopefully he won't be disappointed because I'm going to do. Now, I will tell you that I did this in the Discord on, I think, Friday night. Just a little intimate Discord stream. So I had a practice round. And now I'm fully confident that I know how to tweak it to make it, oh my God, because it was good already. But as a chef, I like to do things 3 times before I feel like they're perfect. Is there a Rio sneak peek? He's on. I put his stool here. Where is he? Can you see him? There he is. I put his stool there so he wouldn't feel left out. Right, Riri? You gonna watch? But we don't want him to be like too close, right? So I'm sorry if the lighting, I hate to sound like Amber, but the lighting's a little funky. I got my camera on my laptop in the kitchen and the lighting's weird and the backlighting's too much and I got a ring light in my sink and it's a whole ordeal. It's a whole ordeal. Ella says, letting the mods know now I will fall asleep. Oh, didn't do the whole, I forgot to change all the stuff on the thing. Can you be satisfied with Rio for a minute while I go change some settings on the stream? Because I totally forgot to do some stuff. Hang on. Here's Rio, and he will amuse you for a minute. Except he probably will follow me, so I hope he doesn't. Oh, I did it all. I did the things. Oh, look, there's Merc. Oh, that's an Amber Lynn shot. That was an Amber Lynn shot. Sorry about that. I already did the things. I'm not as clueless as I thought. So I'd like to thank Rio for staying there. So tonight what I want to do is cook. I was making coffee. You distracted me. What we're going to do tonight is cook some Peruvian ceviche in honor of Paige and my upcoming trip to Peru, which is in 79 days. 79 days. So Peruvian ceviche is a little different from regular ceviche because they use what's called Leche De Tigre. Now, translates, right? Tiger's milk. So I had to call Rio in to help out. He's as close to a tiger as I could get. And I did try and milk him, but he's a male. I couldn't. It was a pointless exercise, and I only got scratched. So, no, Leche De Tigre is actually what we're going to make tonight. And if I describe it to you, you're going to say it's ick, but it's not. It's really good, so just shut up. Basically, the ingredients, let me have a sip. And in case anybody's freaked out, I'm not going to wear gloves. I'm cooking for myself, and I have soap and a towel here, so we're okay. So leche de tigre basically is ginger, garlic, celery, lime juice, and raw fish. And you puree that together, and then you strain it. And that juice is what you make your ceviche with. It's so good, I'm telling you. If you're Canadian, you've had clamato juice, right? Same kind of idea. It doesn't taste like fish. It's just, they love it so much they drink it by the glass. They say for men, I think it makes you forte. So, I've also read, I'm new to this too, I've also read that it's traditionally served quite quickly, like you don't marinate it overnight. 20 minutes or so is all you need. So, Jay says, if you cry again, I'll post me singing in the Discord. I might, because it's going to be even better tonight. Last time I made it with haddock, because any whitefish will do. But I was not happy with that because you know what? I don't really like haddock. So I don't know why I bought haddock. I find it has kind of a little bit of a dirty fish finish to it. I don't know how to describe it anyway other than that. So I thought this time I was going to buy either tilapia or halibut, which is my favorite. But halibut is stupidly expensive, right? And most places don't usually even have fresh halibut. So the place I went to, they had fresh halibut, and I thought, well, let's try a little bit. So I bought a package, and it ended up costing me $27 for this piece of fish. So it's going to be goddamn good tonight. Mark my words. Look at this. Canadian grocery store prices in action. Can you see it? $27. Now, it's a hefty piece, but still, it's a lot of money for a piece of fish. I also, like I was saying, they traditionally don't marinate it very long. Shrimp does take longer, and I like shrimp ceviche. So I believe that you pre-poach the shrimp. So I have pre-poached the shrimp, which is also Peruvian ceviche is traditionally served with sweet potato. I've already boiled sweet potato. I'm sure you can figure that out. Now, doxing the grocery store, I did. I doxed the Real Canadian Superstore. Oh yeah, there is the address on there, but I got Instacart, so I don't live near there. I'm just doxing the store because, it's what I do. I was going to say something. Now I don't know what it was. Oh, we're also going to finish with a watermelon salad. We talked about that in the live chat. So I'm going to make a watermelon salad consisting of watermelon, cucumber, feta cheese, red onion, and apple cider vinaigrette. And it's yummy, yummy too. So tonight is musical night. So tonight during the movie, I will be eating nice. Now, I wish I had a beautiful glass bowl for my ceviche, but I do not. I have like 100 stainless steel bowls, and I don't want to do the ceviche in stainless steel because citrus and stainless, I don't know. I have this thing in my head. I don't know if it's true or not, but I got a mental block about it. So I found this kind of fugly plastic bowl. Oh, look, Amber. I found a plastic bowl. Oh, I don't have any nails. So we'll put the ceviche in that, but the first step, of course, is to make this leche de tigre. So I'm gonna portion the fish out first, because we'll use some in the leche and we'll use some in the ceviche, and then there'll probably still be some left over because this is a honking big piece of fish, and I'm not going to make a ton of ceviche because it's just me. It's just me. Sorry, I got chat everywhere. I got my phone up here. Oh, but then I have to look at myself. I don't like this. Don't like that side view. I'm just gonna look like this, cook like this. Oh, bones. See, that's a pretty big piece, right? It's thick. If you don't know, halibut is very meaty, and it doesn't taste very fishy. Does it have skin on? It has skin on. So we'll have to do that. I might have a boning knife. Let me see. Is there a boner in here? No. I don't have a boner. I don't have a boner. I'm just going to have to use this little paring knife. So, of course, you want to take the skin off first. See? Picture being naked and afraid now. I could do it, guys. I'll clean your fish for you when we get lost in the jungle. I'm trying to be slow and careful because $28. I'm not wasting any of this damn fish. No fish is coming off of this skin. See, if I had a boning knife, if I had a boner, this would be so much easier. Chef jokes for juvenile idiots in the kitchen. I might not even take the skin all the way off because I'm not going to use the whole fish, so it would probably help keep it fresh if I keep the skin on. So there's about half. That'll do. That'll do. So I'm going to take this portion with the skin still on, and I'm going to put that away. Eventually. I'm going to put it on a plate for now. I don't want to waste your time. It's not easy being short in the kitchen, I tell you. So we'll put that in the fridge. Once we're done with that, a little wash up. It's not china breaking, it's a little tiny metal ramekin in there and it bounced off the plate. Will I fish while I sit down with my legs spread in the mud? No, I'll be more like Amber on the dock, killing it. Amber's my spirit animal, and I don't mean the one in Oklahoma. So, we have a bowl ready here for the fishy fish, but we also have the food processor ready here. Now, when I did the test run on Friday, I made the mistake of adding the cilantro too soon in the process, and it was over pureed, which made the sauce green. I mean, it was fine. It was still orgasmically delicious, but I don't want to do that this time. I want it to look different, so I'm going to add it more in the end. I also think it needed more ginger for my taste. I will put the cutting board, Lainey, when I start cutting stuff. Oh, I am cutting stuff. Sorry. There. Oh, it's not bad. You're used to watching people with their heads cut off. Okay. So part of this fish is going to go in the food processor. Part of it's going to go in the ceviche. So let's just cut it all up into small pieces and season it while we start the rest. So I'm going to cut this into cubes about 1/2 inch maybe. And then I'll just season the whole bowl. You got to make sure you don't have any bones. Sometimes halibut can have bones. I think the bones are in the other portion though, so we should be okay for this one. We want them to be like bite-sized pieces, huh? for my taste. You know, because I'm small. All right, back to this guy. So we'll cut this into the little cubes. It's fish, so you don't want to saw it because you'll rip it all apart. You want to just go down, just cut it. You know, you have to kind of a little bit at first, but you don't want to saw it like a piece of bread. All right, so we're going to put some in here. These are big pieces. Let's put the bigger pieces in. No, we're going to... Oh, right, we're going to put it all in the bowl and season it. Merc, get it together. All right, so let's just use some salt and pepper. Pepper. Some salt. And we'll just let that sit for a moment. Now, can you see this? Oh, I can plug it in here close. So we're going to start the Leche De Tigre with the small things that I've learned. I'm using halibut, Kate. Stupidly expensive halibut. But I would recommend tilapia would work as well. It wouldn't be as expensive. You want a white fish that has some, it's not going to fall apart, that's not very strong in flavor. So tilapia would work, but all I could find was frozen tilapia. And then I found fresh, but it was pretty expensive. So I thought if I'm going to spend the money, I'll buy the halibut because that's my favorite. Before we do anything else, clean this cutting board. We'll bleach it later. I'm just going to clean it quickly, and then I'm going to flip it over, and we'll use the other side because that's just, for me, best practice. I mean, it's clean. Soapy water, clean, but just to be safe. We'll turn it over. We'll give her a flip. Now what? Now what am I going to do? Oh, yeah, this. Boom. Let's do this. So, celery. I think last time I used 4 stalks. So, let's use 4 stalks again. And we're going to give my cheap little food processor a fighting chance. So, we'll cut the celery up first. We won't make the food processor. That had finished. We won't make the food processor do all the work. Okay, so we've got celery. That's not scary. It's just celery. Oh, it smells so celery-ish. The celery is celerying. So dumb. Ginger. Now I said I want more than I had last time. So I'm going to use this much. But it's an awkward piece, so give me a second. We'll just have to chat while I peel it. And yes, I could use a peeler, but I just like using a knife to peel certain things. I love peeling apples. Anybody like peeling apples? I just love it. I used to go grab a bushel and sit down and peel a bushel of apples at a time. So relaxing. Therapeutic is the word I'm looking for. I used to sit outside this one restaurant because I smoked. So I'd go outside and bring my bushel of apples and just peel apples in the sunshine on a box in the alley. Have a little puff. And also stone cherries, like with my stoner, man. Just hit like a whole bushel of cherries at a time. I was insane. You know how much work that is? Okay, we're almost there with the ginger, I promise you. It's, by the way, it's still really hot in here. They still haven't fixed the cooling systems. It's starting, I think. My hallway is cooler, so I had my door wide open earlier, but I didn't want to stream with my door wide open because I didn't want to end up like in a YouTube compilation where somebody walks in on somebody during a live stream. That would be uncool. So maybe I'd lock the door. All right, ginger is peeled. So we're just going to also do the same thing by help the machine out by cutting it up a little bit. Oh, who is it, Lainey, that's allergic to ginger? Somebody's allergic to ginger. Do you store your ginger in the freezer? I never have it around long enough. I use powdered ginger a lot too, Jen. Not for this, but in sauces and stuff, I'll often just use powdered ginger. I didn't know. Can you freeze it? I didn't even know that. Thank you for sharing that information. So let's give this a little pulse. Like I said, this isn't the world's strongest food processor, so we want to give it a fighting chance. Hang on for noise, I'm sorry. And of course, you have to scrape down the sides. Probably season it. That might get some more of the juice out of the celery. Salt will suck the water out. We'll put a little pepper in there. And now onion. Red onion. Last time we used white onion because for some reason the store said they were out of red onion. So I went today and got red onion. They also told me they were out of mint. And then they sent me the naffest watermelon I've ever seen. So I had to go out and buy new watermelon to make our salad because I wasn't going to eat that. It's terrible. I don't even know what to do with it. Stupid thing. I don't know what happened to that watermelon. What are you doing, Rio? All right, let's put like a quarter. Oh, he's going to make his funny noises again like he did during karaoke. You okay, the bull? He's going to yell. He's got a bag on the floor and he's kicking with his back feet like he's going to take off. All right, red onion. Woo! She's making me cry, this one. She's making me cry. I hope that's not too much onion. Is there such a thing as too much onion? No, I'll put it all in. So these icky bits that I cut off. How you all doing? How you doing? Hey, how you doing? Oh, it's hurting my eyes. Lainey doesn't like onions. She doesn't like watermelon. She's allergic to ginger. Well, you're just a handful. What are we going to do? Just feed you porridge? And of course, the internet hates it. We're going to use canned garlic. because everybody on the internet knows better. Let's use a little more than we did last time. We're just upping all the flavors this time. We won't need that anymore. I know, Ingeborg, I know. I'm not a real chef. They also said my Victorinox serrated paring knives weren't real. They said they were housewife kitchen knives, so I wasn't a real chef. Okay, I'm not a real chef. Whatever you say, Fido. That's good. Okay, we're starting to smell good here. Are you with me so far? Nothing scary so far, right? Except that my eyes are really watering. Sorry for the noise. It's just going to be a little noisy for a bit. I need a tissue. That onion got to me. Onion. So I got to get rid of this board again now. Okay, don't hurt me anymore. Now, the base of this, of course, aside from the fish, is lime juice. This is also in a bottle, but this is organic, freshly pressed lime. It costs a pretty penny. But I don't like squeezing limes. It's very unsatisfying. So last time we used about a cup. I probably should measure. That's about a cup. It is. More, más o menos. They'd also asked for a little fish stock. We used just a little touch of water last time, so just add a little bit of water in there. And now, my friends, it's time for the main attraction. Now what's going to happen here is the fish with the lime juice. The lime juice denaturalizes the proteins in the fish and makes it appear white. So it'll look like milk, which is where it gets its name from. So this is the fish that we seasoned earlier, and I'm going to put like more than half of it probably in there. Well, about half, I guess. Plop, plop, plop. I'm not putting the cilantro in at this point like I did last time. So here's the magic part. Now let's see. Oh yeah, okay, that's good and liquidy. It smells good. Oh, the cilantro's here already. Now, I want it to go all green again. Now, most people would put chili peppers in here too, but I'm a wimp. I'm not putting chili peppers in. You do it if you want to. You knock yourself right out. Maybe a little habanero would be good in there, but I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. You can't make me. So I'm just going to chop this very lightly and give it 1 or 2 pulses because I don't want this whole sauce to go green on me. And if it does, it does. Who cares? It'll still be delicious, and that's fine. You know. That's why I say we do things 3 times before we perfect them, right? That's perfect. That'll work. That will work. And of course, my strainer, as usual, has coffee grounds in it, because it always has coffee grounds in it. I did completely forget to buy cheesecloth, which I was going to use. I think cheesecloth would be better for this. See, wouldn't it be nice if I had a glass container I could strain it into so you could see what's it? That would be so nice. I do have a glass, but it's going to be more. That'll be a mess. Oh, maybe a measuring cup. Maybe that'll work. Now this one looks a little pink because I used the red onion. Last night I used white, or Friday I used white onion. We'll do it bit by bit so it won't overflow. And I'm going to end up using my hands to squeeze this, so just deal with it. Just deal with it. My hands are clean. I'm making food for myself. I was thinking about it today, and I thought, if you don't want food touched by human hands, you go to fast food restaurants where they wear gloves. Because if you go and look at the back of any 5-star kitchen, I'm telling you, those chefs probably don't have gloves on, and they're fucking around with your food, manipulating it to look good on the plate. They touch your food more than you want to know. Because we don't care if some bits get through, I'm just going to kind of stir it through. Send in our simple bachelor foods and you make a better version of it. Oh, Molly, that'd be fun. That'd be great fun. Send me DM me your eggs, your bachelor egg recipe. See if you keep squeezing how much liquid you get. Now this, you can see that it would be white if it wasn't for the red onion. It's fairly, the lighting's terrible in here. Yeah, do a cooking show with bad lighting. Stupid. I'm gonna use my hands, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if it grosses you out. There's too much of it in here. Sorry. See how much more efficient this is? Sorry. Now remember what's in here. Celery, ginger, garlic, salt, pepper, lime juice, and raw fish, and cilantro. Chili peppers are optional. Most people enjoy them. I'm a wimpy gringo. What can I say? Okay, I think we've gotten about as much out of that as we care to. And now we have just this little bit left, and you just have to watch me be gross for a couple more minutes, and then I promise you the worst part is over. It's still pretty pink, Jan. The camera might make it look white, but if I would have used white onion, it would have been, last time I made it, it was completely white. I might still have some leftovers in the fridge I could show you to compare, because I just did it Friday. And then I didn't finish it because, like I said to you, I don't like that haddock. I keep buying it thinking it's okay and it'll be okay. And I've never had one that I really like, so. I like it in fish and chips at a store that's deep frying fish and chips or something, but nah, I just prefer. I like red snapper, I like trout. Halibut is my favorite. Clean tea towel. No, I will open the P.O. box too. I keep threatening to do it. I will do it this week, I promise you. Okay, now we don't need any of these things. Give me one momento. Uno momento, por favor. Oh, I will keep out the red onion because we will be using that in the salad as well. Okay. Ceviche bowl that's too big and it's ugly, but what? We'll pour that over. So first we're going to take this fish that we've already seasoned, and I think I just want to cut it in smaller pieces. I like it better if it's tiny. What? You're just going to sing while we chop the fish up smaller. Now, I haven't stopped cleaning my hands. Shut up, silly. He's scrim. Real scrim. What are you doing, Bo? Oh, the fridge is open. Why didn't you close the fridge here? Ingrate doesn't do anything around here, really. He doesn't help at all. He doesn't make up the bed. I don't know what to do about him. We're not a good roommate, really, when you think about it that way. Okay, this is small enough. Okay, fish in the bowl. Give this a quick rinse. Now I'm putting more shrimp in this one than fish because I prefer shrimp. Would Gary be helpful, Denver? Is Gary helpful? Rio's not. He's just a diva. He thinks because he's on the show, he thinks that he doesn't have to do anything. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. We fight about it sometimes. Shrimp time. So these are big buggers. But it doesn't matter what size. You can use tiny ones and keep them whole or buy big ones and chop them up. It doesn't matter. It's your preference, whatever shrimp you want to get. Of course, as some of you know from listening to me yammer on about it, these are Argentinian shrimp because I won't buy Pacific shrimp because the way they raise those Chinese shrimp is a little suspect. Probably not all of them, but some of them. And so I just don't trust it. Don't trust it. So let's cut the shrimp up into little shrimpy pieces. I think we can probably manage 2 at a time. Time is money, right? Okay, so there's our shrimp, boom, in the bowl with our fish. I don't know about the lighting. Next, we gotta do some onion. Oh yeah, I need onion for ceviche. What the heck? And again, I'm over this cutting board now. Let's just get a new one for the veggies. And I like my little knife for veggies. You know, my housewife knife. Oh, the internet be wild in these days, eh? Oh, I don't like this corner here, but So I'm going to cut this fairly thin. I'll show you. So I'm cutting slices about, I don't know how well you can see it, thin. Because unlike amber, most people don't want a huge quarter chunk of onion, raw onion, in their mouths. So, and the other thing about food is the more exposed surface area there is of the thing, the more flavor it has, right? It's probably not enough. Might be enough. Let's just add this in. All right, that's enough now. You're someone who ate onions like apples? I mean, you can do that with Vidalias. Mommy cooking. I'm not your mommy. My eyes are watering again. Damn onion. I'm gonna wash the onion board right away. Damn that onion. Now, chili pepper, as I said, most people want to put chilies. I just put a little red pepper because it looks so nice. Try and cut real thin, get as much as that of that pith off as possible. Again, you use whatever the hell damn knife you want to cut with. So to make sure there's no sticker. Do you ever do that? I do that all the time. Cut the stupid sticker. And then you pick it up to go put it in your dish and you go, oh, for the love of God. Now this is what we're going to do. It's called a brunoise. Every dice, every size of a cut has a name. Like a dice is a certain size, a cube is a certain size. This is what's called a brunoise. Now, a brunoise is when you take something that's cut into a matchstick size and you make it squares, the same size as so a very tiny dice, basically, is a brunoise. So that's what we're going to do with this. So we'll give the French knife a wash, and we'll dice this up tiny, tiny. So you just get little like specks of red. Okay, beautiful. See how tiny the dice is? Because, I don't know, again, you don't want to, the point of this dish isn't to have a big mouthful of raw pepper, raw onion. It's how all the flavors amalgamate. Smaller dice, more exposed sides, more flavor. So this is where we're at. What we've got: fish, shrimp, onion, salt, pepper, red peppers. Now I'm going to pour the magic elixir on top of it all. I'm going to give that a stir. Very pink, but that's okay. It's the red onions and the red peppers. So this is what she looks like at this point. I mean, I got to tilt it. I'll show you later. We're going to add some more cilantro because it just looks so darn pretty, and we love it. Right? needs salt. It needs cilantro. Oh, it's good though. That ginger's good. It definitely needs salt, which makes sense. We didn't use any salt. That might have looked like a lot. It's a little more than normal because it's all lime juice. It can carry that much salt. It's not going to be salty. I'll throw a little pepper in there too. Give it another stir and see where we're at. And I guess I'll be a proper grown-up, even though it's just for me, so it doesn't matter. But we'll use a tasting spoon. Much better. Oh, don't hurt me. It's so good. It's really good. I'm going to say something. I think I could have used more fish in the Leche De Tigre. Let me show you. So, I'm sorry the lighting's bad, but we're going to put this in the fridge and let it marinate for a while. And we're going to move on to the salad. So let me give this cutting board a good scrub. And get it out of the way. Well, not get it out of the way, but we're going to use it again. If you want to sanitize your cutting boards, you can just use a little water and bleach. That works exceptionally well. Keep a little bottle, sanitizer handy. You know, because you got to be extra when it's fish. You know, I lost my scrubber. Sorry, I know when you get Amber Lynn Reed cooking, you don't get all the cleaning noises. I apologize for the noises. Anita Squires says, hello, I have just watched her put the soap herb in her food. You kind of have to. You kind of have to for this particular dish. So, we're going to move on to this watermelon salad that I love. But like I told you, the watermelon was so bad. Hang on, let me get a bowl. I got this one first, but I think it's too small. We'll leave this one. So let me show you this watermelon. I thought, okay, I'll get one of these small, one-person size seedless watermelons. Look at this. You know, the lighting's terrible. You're not going to be able to see, but it's like terrible. You can even see how terrible it is in this lighting. That's terrible. I thought, I'm not eating that. That's foul. So I don't know. I went and bought this, which is juicy and super ripe. I know it's not even red. It's yellow, for God's sake. And it's not a yellow watermelon. So this salad consists of watermelon, cucumber, mint, red onion, and an apple cider vinaigrette and feta cheese. There, so I don't forget about it. Now, this watermelon has seeds in it, which isn't preferable. But you know what? I'm going to tell you something. I don't know if this is true or not, but I feel like watermelon with seeds tastes better than seedless watermelon. It's just what I've noticed recently, and I thought, you know what? Maybe it's worth spitting those seeds out to have that extra flavor. So I'm just going to cut it right off the... Because I'm going to be extra picky, right? I want just all perfect little cubes. So there will be some waste that's never wasted. You're a little big. Mm. Lainey doesn't like watermelon. Lainey doesn't like watermelon. Freak. Freak. How do we cut these tinier? I think let's cut this in half this way. And then this way, and this way, and then this way. Okay. That's all I'm going to use because, again, it's just for moi. So, I might give some to, I would give some to Jenny on the block is at an anime convention this weekend, so she's not around. Cucumber. You don't have to use cucumber, but it makes it more salady. It's so salady and salad-rific. And low calorie. It's so delicious. It would probably look nice if you left the rind on, but I don't feel like that's conducive to this salad. So let's peel it. Hey, what if we, hey, let's try something. I know what to do with this cucumber. I just had a flash of inspiration. Let's get our peeler. Let's make cucumber ribbons instead of chunks. Oh, that's fancy. Oh my God. We're so fancy here on the Narc Alert channel. It'd be fancier if I could find my damn peeler. Oh, there it is. I like to do this with carrots in salads. I shouldn't have cut it off now. Are you ready? Fancy? Don't peel your fingers. It's really easy to do when the thing is too short. So then we get that nice fresh flavor, but the texture's still soft. Should work, I think, eh? I think it's going to work. It's going to look... All right, well, that's enough cucumber. All right, well, cucumber's out of the game now. Look. It's good, right? Okay, right? Red onion. I got a little piece here. I think that's plenty. And again, we'll just use this little tiny knife. I think that's enough. We don't need to make it too oniony. Okay. So, like so. Now, the vinaigrette, I'm just kind of making it up in my head as we go here. Is there a bowl? Yes. I'd rather wash out a bowl than start a new one. Just give me a second. All right, let's make this vinaigrette. It's apple cider vinaigrette, right? So, but we don't want it to be like heavy garlic or anything because this is like more like a fruit kind of salad. So, I'm not going to use any garlic. Where is it? Hang on. Now I'm going to use something that you might not have on hand, but you can use any fruit juice. So here I've got apple cider vinaigrette. apple cider vinegar, a little Dijon mustard. Now, here's the little thing I'm going to use. I've been drinking this water, this flavored water stuff that I love, and this one's cucumber watermelon. So it felt like I should put it in this vinaigrette. I might use a little onion powder, which I typically don't use. But I do have here somewhere. I just don't know where. Give me one moment. Pretty sure it's up here with these spices. Because you don't want the chunks of onion. You've already got onion in there. So just a pinch of onion powder. I have too many spices. I have a lot of spices. Now, if you want your vinaigrette to have a little bit of body to it, like not just, the kind that separate and you got to reshake them all the time. If you want it to hold together, homogenize together, you have to use an emulsifier. The most common emulsifier in salad dressings is Dijon mustard or any mustard. You can also use an egg yolk. But we're just going to use a little squirt of Dijon, onion powder, salt and pepper, and salt, a little pepper. I might use quite a bit of sugar in this too because it's a sweeter dressing. So we'll see. Now I gotta go. I have to go get my whisk off my desk because I was posing for a thumbnail with my whisk. I asked the guy who owns the lodge if I could spend some time in the kitchen with his chefs. Now, you need oil. That's a key part. You need oil to emulsify. And look, I'm not even using I'm not even going to use that extra virgin. I'm just going to use a little bit of regular damn oil. I've got other oil downstairs at Mom's. Now, I probably screwed this up because I did it in the wrong order. Or maybe not. At least it will hold. It won't separate. Right? And we'll do this to taste. Need sugar. And by sugar, of course, I mean Splenda. I use the brown sugar Splenda mix, baking mix. It's so yummy. It's so yummy. I don't even mind it. You sweeten it to taste. It doesn't matter how much I put in there. Plus, it's Splenda, and most of you probably don't use Splenda. Just use your taste buds. If you think it should be sweeter, make it sweeter. Still sweeter, I think. Still too much vinegar. Too much vinegar. Where's that fork? Chaotic mess of cooking. All right. That should do it. We also have mint and feta to add in here too, right? So it's still pretty vinegary. I'm going to add some more oil. Put the Dijon in there too, and the Dijon is what's the word I'm looking for? Tart? What's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word. Okay. And just a little bit of our cucumber watermelon water. You can use fruit juice or don't. You could probably use a bottled vinaigrette. Raspberry vinaigrette would work fine on this. Kraft raspberry vinaigrette. Okay, that's good now. That's good now. But that side, we got our salad here. We're in a mess. We're in a mess. Can't handle the mess. If you can't handle the mess, get out of the kitchen. Don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need that. Let me just give me a memento to tidy a little bit so I don't lose my mind. Now, fresh mint. Let's get the mint happening, because that's going to be the bitter. Is that the word? Sharp? Tangy? Acidic, maybe, I think is the word I was... Acidic? Sorry, I was reading the chat over there, like as if you could see me. It's a bad setup. It's just not a good setup. Let's use a lot of mint because it just smells so wonderful and summery. It's musical night tonight. I wonder what musical is going to come up. I don't even know what's left on the wheel there. Okay. Now we chop up our mint. Again, you want to know the fancy chef words for sizes? What we're going to chop is called a chiffonade. I would like a chiffonade of mint, please. It's just like pieces. Just like strips, you know? A chiffonade of mint, please. How do you think that ceviche is doing in there? Do you think it's cevicheing? Do you think it's vibing? Now, if you wanted to be this extra super minty, over the top minty, I would chop this up really fine. But I like the visual look of the strings like this in the salad, so I'm not going to chop it up fine. I'm going to leave it like that. So, I say so a lot when I'm cooking, don't I? You know why? Because my very German riding instructor, when I was just a wee girl, he used to always say, so, we come here to ride, not to sleep. And then he'd smash his riding boot with a crop. We come here to ride, not to sleep. I loved him. So we've got our salad here. We've got red onion, cucumber, you know the routine. We've already been through it 30 times. We got some Tre Stella pre-crumbled feta cheese. You use whatever feta you want to use. I'm not the feta police. Cheese is expensive. Use what you can afford. So, some feta in there. I think that looks like enough, and I think we better do a little taste test just to make sure it's delicious. All right. Now, most of the mint, I'm going to save a little bit for the top for garnish. And we've got our dressing. Like so. And you can stir it up or toss it. I'm going to stir it just to be safe. I don't want to spill stuff all over myself on camera. All right, it's going to look prettier when we put it on a plate. But there's this. And I got to tell you, it smells pretty darn good. Taste test, taste test. Should I do? I'm not dancing. There'll be no food dances, probably. Oh my god, it's so good. I did that. So let's check on the ceviche. How you doing? How you doing? Okay, I can see it's not cooked yet. It cooked. Can I lift this up now that I'm not chopping? I can see it's not completely finished doing its thing. Where's that? Let me take a look. No, this whitefish is only about half cooked. I think it's going to take a little longer. But I don't think there would be any crime in tasting a piece of the fish. I mean, the shrimp. Right? It's not going to kill me. If I was on Naked and Afraid, I'd have to eat things. I think that hardly, like, partially marinated. Just give me a nice piece of shrimp. All right, let's go. Taste test. Oh my god! Oh my god, it's so many. It's so good, you guys. I wanted to plate it up and show you, but it's not ready yet. But let me put the. Oh, I can use this because this is just the dressing. All right. Let me just show you the salad, though. All right, you'll just have to use your imaginations now with the ceviche because it's not quite done. But here's the watermelon salad completed. And it's yummy. I gotta tell you, easy. See how easy that was? It's not hard. And the ceviche is well on its way to being quite satisfactory in my books. I will say, maybe a little more fish next time in the Leche De Tigre. It actually wouldn't hurt. It reminds me of when I first started cooking Caesar salads. We still made the dressing by hand in the kitchen. And I was horrified to find out that there was anchovies in Caesar dressing. I was like, that's the most revolting thing I've ever heard of. I can't believe it. And then I tried Caesar dressing without the anchovy, and I was like, yeah, you know what? It kind of needs it. Like, if I was tasting it, I couldn't pinpoint anchovy, but I could pinpoint there was something missing when it wasn't there. So I think that's, definitely 10 out of 10 recommend on both of those dishes. I will plop the, if you want the recipes, let me know. I'll drop them definitely in the Discord. It's the same ceviche recipe that I dropped in the general thread in the Discord on Friday. And the watermelon salad, happy to share that, but it's just kind of common sense, really. Do everything I did and then buy craft raspberry vinaigrette. You'll be laughing all the way to the bank. I'm going to go because I want to get ready to watch our little movie. I think we'll start our musical at 7:30. Give me a few minutes just to do, I've had a busy day, surprisingly. I was with Joan for brunch and running around doing that stuff and trying to sell furniture and whatnot. So I'm busy. You just found out that there's anchovies in Lee and Parents? I'm not doing that again. I've done that before. Well, thank you. I can't believe there's actually as many of you here as there are. I know, trust me, I don't do cooking streams on YouTube to make money, but they are fun and I really enjoyed it. I enjoy cooking with you guys, and maybe we'll do it once a month or once every couple of weeks, right? Or maybe we'll do members only. We'll see. We'll figure it out. As I've told you, at the end of the month, once I close out Mom's apartment, my life will be able to return to some sense of normal um, with some routine. So hopefully we'll just get back to business then, and we'll have some new stuff to do. Or another time in here, Val says. Of course. Of course. I can't eat. I wish that ceviche was ready because I'd like to eat it right now. Right now. I'll put a photo of it when I plate it up with. I've got plantain chips and the sweet potatoes. I don't have the corn because I couldn't find it on short notice, but there's a certain kind of Peruvian corn they use. But anyway, I think I'm going to go because I want to eat, but I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. Jan on the Lamb, thank you very much for the super chat. Jan says, for a reservation, it's Shea Merck. Jan, I've always got, I don't have any chairs, but I've always got a spot on my blue couch for you. Yeah, okay, I'm going to go. We'll get ready. We'll watch a musical in Discord at 7:30 if you're around. And that's that, I guess. I won't see you probably till Wednesday. I got to finish cleaning out this apartment. I got 5 days, and there's still quite a bit of work to do. So you won't see me Monday or Tuesday. I'll be back for the Hump Day live stream on Wednesday. So go get yourself some ingredients. Make watermelon salad and ceviche and enjoy it because it's easy peasy, bright and breezy. You got to do it. Thanks for joining me and the absent Rio at dinner time. And until we meet again, you know the routine. Just be kind. And hasta luego. If I can finish how to, here's, hasta luego. Bye.